Hi everybody, welcome to Little Orator 2020. Unlock your words. An online elocution competition for grade 1 to 5. Conducted by Department of English ISIT Public School Lapira.
Good morning, one and all. Gandhiji once said, "Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed." So today, we are going to talk about how we can contribute to make Earth a better and clean place to live in. So, what is the environment? The environment is anything and everything man depends for his living. This includes water, air, soil, plants, animals, natural resources, and so on. Now comes the very important question. Why should we protect the environment? We should protect the environment because it belongs to everyone, and we need to make sure it's clean and safe for this and the next generations, the same way our forefathers did to us. The very next question is, who is responsible for polluting the environment? Definitely science and technology. We know that science and technology are doing 100 goods, and I would say 50 bads. So let's try to reduce those 50 bads and make the earth a better and clean place to live in. A few things that I can do are, 1. I will not use plastic, but I will use environmental friendly bags and special non-plastic toys. 2. I will plant more trees. This gives everybody more oxygen and provides homes for hundreds of birds. 3. Proper waste disposal. Otherwise, Earth is going to be full of diseases like corona. 4. I would say no to artificial fertilizers, but I will use fertilizers like bio-waste, compost, etc. 5. I will try to walk to school at least once a week. This can reduce a lot of air pollution. 6. I will turn off lights and fans if not needed, and I will use a well-ventilated room instead. And 7. I'm going to ask my father if I can have a rainwater pit in my house so that I can save water and water my plants at the same time. As we all know, water pollution, air pollution, smog, acid rain, deforestation, global warming are killing hundreds of people every day. But we can reduce that if everybody practices some good habits. So let's take a vow to make Earth a better and clean place to live in. I'm ready to do it. Hope you are too. Bye, and I'll see you next time.
Honorable teachers, mentors, and my dear friends, I'm so glad to stand in front of you to speak about my care towards the environment. How do I care my environment is an important question to my life. According to me, the most important question is why I have to care the environment I live in. First of all, what is the environment? In simple terms, the environment can be defined as the sum total of all the living and non-living elements and their effects which influence human life. Living elements such as animals, plants, forests, fisheries, and birds, and the non-living elements like water, land, sunlight, rocks, and air. The list goes on. Sounds great, but does it really matter to me? This is the question I ask myself. Let me think the answer loudly here. Is it that important for me to have air or water preserved in good condition? Is it really important for me to have trees and fertile land around me? Why have to bother myself about the animals and birds, earthworms and frogs? Answer seems a bit confusing, right? Let me take the things from a different perspective. Can I survive in a place where the breathing air is polluted? Can I live my life with contaminated water? How my life is possible without healthy agri products like vegetables, fruits and crops? Am I going to have a balanced and sustainable environment around me if the animals and birds are not alive? What would be the condition of crops and farms if no rain? Seriously, it's going to be a nightmare. I can imagine how the things will work. Let me rush now to do my part. It's for me, for my family, for my friends, and for the whole mankind. I do care myself and all of the living beings around me. I don't have existence without all these things around me. I see plastic on top of the list that may ruin my environment. I do strive to have less plastic use. At least we go for reusable bags and avoid landfills. Water comes next in my priority. I do care while using water tapes. I do use water with most possible care. I love to stay on water conservation lifestyle, whether it's for brushing, bath, or cleaning my bicycle. I love trees and plants. Unfortunately, we had to cut some trees in the plot my father bought to build the house. The one and only condition I put forward was to plant some new ones to compensate the loss we make to the nature. Thanks to my parents, they were so happy to make it happen. We bought enough number of plants while we were back from a tour. Go Green is a lovely slogan. I do my level best to reduce printing as much as possible. I limit doing it for the necessities only. The best part of it is reusing. I love to work with DIY options for myself and my siblings. It's really interesting to make things out of unwanted materials like paper, paperboards, bottles. I love to play with DIY toys rather than bought ones at high price. I love the living beings around me, not just cats or birds. I strongly believe even the ants and worms are playing a role in making a balanced and sustainable environment. I don't like killing any insects unless they endanger me. Those are the creation of the Almighty God. He might have kept a lot of secrets behind his fantastic creation process. I have been taught by my parents to seek forgiveness from the Almighty if I come across a situation where I have to kill any insect. It's simply because we don't know if it's playing any role in making a balanced and sustainable environment. I do admit I'm a helpless human. If I lose a healthy place to live, I can't survive. My family can't survive. How can I afford losing an opportunity to bring comfort for my loved ones? Yes, I do care myself and I care for my loved ones around me. I am sure all my friends as well will do the same. Thank you.